Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? First video reviewing, first video showing off my new haircut, I should say. Now, I'm drinking some Fireball cinnamon whiskey on ice, very good. 10 out of 10, I reviewed that before. Now, what happened was, everyone knows, I haven't done that many music reviews this year. Everyone knows I'm a big metal guy. So far as the fact of saying that, people talk about the Beatles and stuff like that. As being like a classic band I can listen to over and over again. My version of the Beatles is Black Sabbath. And then I remember putting it on Facebook, and some people would say Led Zeppelin too. And even with, I remember the celebrities would ask, they say Beatles or Rolling Stones, and a lot of them say Rolling Stones. But I mean, like Beatles and Rolling Stones aren't metal, but it's rock, and it forms foundation for what eventually becomes metal. But like Black Sabbath, classic stuff. And what happened was I was reached a while back in a public message by Ronald from the band Incremate right here, right? And he was talking. He wanted to know if I'd be interested in reviewing his the album that was released in 2016, Prospect of Death, right here. And he said, I will send you a physical copy. And what happened was, I saw the message. I think the next day, well, it was in spam because it had the link, because there's a link to the CD on, and it has like the whole CD of the Prospect of Death from Incremate on there. And so I approved it, and then the next day I responded back saying I'd be very interested in reviewing your CD. And he, like he said, he offered to send a free copy. And what happened was, I thought the message sent, so I went to check out the channel, and then someone says, "Hey, you guys reached me for a review, and YouTube wouldn't let me comment back. So is there a way you can get in touch with me?" And then I went back to the message he left. And, apparently there wasn't a reply then. I tried replying again. It would not let me reply at all. And, so what happened was a couple days later, that was on a Sunday, I think on a Tuesday or Wednesday night, I found their email. And I emailed them saying I'm interested in, what you were asked me to do, review your albums and stuff. I got back, Ronald got back to me and said that, he'll send me a physical copy of the CD from Germany, because it's German, old school German death metal. And what happened was, he said he sent it out, and then it probably took, when I got the package, said there's name's Ronald Mitchler. It says priority, but it took about 2.5 weeks to get there, so I don't know how much priority. Hope we didn't spend too much for the shipping hand. The shipping hand get out of hand, because sometimes the post office will, at least here, will charge you for priority mail, and it's no different than regular mail service for the most part. Anyways, I got that Wednesday, and I waited till the weekend to do a review. And it's pretty cool and fitting that I got my head shaved, and I got some Fireball whiskey to review it. I checked out the album, and he also sent a little note saying, "Hi Jason, here's the CD for the review on your YouTube channel. Take the time you need. Thanks, Ronald." And it said Incremate, Murder, Violence, and Insanity right there. And the one nice thing is you could actually read it's they wrote in a specific way, but you can actually read it. One of my biggest complaints with some of the bands out there is, like in some of the underground fanzines like Worm Gear and Wild Rags. And Wild Rags, I remember getting a long time ago, they keep saying, the owner kept getting mad because everyone was saying it was just a catalog. Because it was like, all it was pages selling CDs and like 1 or 2 articles. And he says, it's a magazine. It was a catalog. And a lot of times, the bands, especially the black metal, would have it like in a box. And they'd have their logo, the band name, and it'd be so encrypted with all these like strings and branches and stuff like that, and all these things, and it's like the whole thing would be filled, and you wouldn't know what the name of the band was. But you go to a concert and said, "Boy, I like your music, but I don't know what the heck you're called." You couldn't read. That's a pet peeve of mine. I don't hear anyone else complaining about it, but I think other people feel the same way. But you can definitely read this. And as far as the album's concerned, I really enjoyed it. It's a return to old school death metal. See, you got photos right there. And the lyrics are very intelligently written. Every song is really good in here. My favorite's probably Split the Skull, and also like Free Dominance about war. They're both really good. But every track stands alone. And it's very entertaining. It's very mosh heavy. And some pretty good old-fashioned brutal death metal. And I give it, as far as I'm concerned, like I said, this was made in 2015. I give it a 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. So I want to thank my friend Ronald Mitchell for sending me the CD. I really enjoyed it. Hope you did too. I want to thank Tony Town for making me a really cool thumbnail of, that has the picture of the CD and a song listing has me in the corner. I think that's cool. I don't know how he does that for the thumbnails. I think it looks really neat. So until next time, everybody, please take care of my Legion and check out Me and B Designs for my Take Care of My Legion shirt. And also, Fireball Whiskey is pretty dang awesome. Thank you, everyone, for getting that. It's really good stuff. So, take care. Take care of my Legion.